gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I ain't gonna study war no more, study war no more, study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more, study war no more, study war no more. I'm gonna walk with the Prince of Peace down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna walk with the Prince of Peace down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I ain't gonna study war no more, study war no more, study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more, study war no more, study war no more. I'm gonna sing this song all through the land, down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna sing this song all through the land, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I ain't gonna study war no more, study war no more, study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more, study war no more, study war no more. Always like songs that suggest we ought to live in peace. Hi, I'm Bill O'Connor. This next one is a song you've probably heard back in school, an old cowboy song. As I was riding one morning for pleasure, I spied, I'm singing the wrong. As I went walking, morning for pleasure, spied a young cowboy riding along. His hat was thrown back and his spurs were a-jingling as he came towards me singing this song. Whoopie-tie-yi-yi, get along, you little doggie. It's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopie-tie-yi-yi, get along, you little doggie. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. It's early in the spring, we round up the doggies. We rope them, we brand them, and bob off their tails. Round up the remuda, load up the chuck wagon, and get those doggies back on the trail. Whoopie-tie-yi-yi, get along, you little doggie. It's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopee-tie-yi-yi, get along, you little dogies. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. You'll be beef for Uncle Sam's Injuns. Beef, big beef, I'm hearing 'em cry. Roll along, get along, move along, little doggies. You'll be beefsteak by and by. Whoopee-tie-yi-yi, get along, you little doggies. It's your misfortune and none of my own. Whoopee-tie-yi-yi, get along, you little doggies. You know that Wyoming will be your new home. You know Wyoming will be your new home. Song from the southern United States where they do a lot of possum and coon hunting. There's a few songs in folk music culture about dogs. It's one of my favorites. Had an old dog and his name was Blue. Bet you're alive, he's a good dog too. Come on, Blue, you good dog, you. Grabbed my axe and I blowed my horn. Gonna get me a possum in the new grown corn. Come on, Blue, you good dog, you. Old Blue tree I went to see. Looked up at the possum. Possum looked at me, said, come on, Blue, you good dog, you. I baked that possum all good and brown with sweet potatoes floating round and round. Come on, Blue, you good dog, you. Call for the doctor, he come at a run. Said, oh, Blue, your hunting's done. Come on, Blue, you good dog, you. When I get to heaven, know what I'll do. Grab my horn and I'll blow for Blue. Come on, Blue, you good dog, you. Had an old dog, and his name was Blue. Bet you $1, he's a good dog too. Come on, Blue, you good dog, you. Old Blue, wonderful old dog he must have been. Had an uncle, or my wife's uncle anyway, used to do a lot of coon hunting up in Burlington, Connecticut. I've read this next song. It's called Down in the Valley, and it's one you'll remember. It's been floating around for a few years. Some people refer to it as a prison song. I think it's just a lonesome old blues tune. Down in the valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow, hear the wind blow, dear, hear the wind blow. Hang your head over, hear the wind blow. Roses love sunshine, violets love dew, angels in heaven know I love you. Know I love you, dear. Know I love you. Angels in heaven know I love you. Send me a letter, send it by mail, send it in care of the Birmingham jail. Build me a castle 40 feet high, so I can see her when she rides by. Down in the valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow. Down in the valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow. I'm going to take you on over to Ireland now. I'm not sure whether it was the 16th or 17th century, but apparently there's some history that involves a fellow named Willie Brennan. And he was kind of an outlaw. Any country you go to, they have their outlaw ballads. It's of a brave young highwayman, my story I will tell. His name was Willie Brennan, and in Ireland he did dwell. Was upon the Kilworth mountain he began his wild career, and many a rich young gentleman before him shook with fear. Oh, it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor. Brave, young, undaunted stood young Brennan on the moor. One day upon the highway, as Willie he rode down, met the mayor of Cashel a mile outside of town. The mayor, he knew his features. Young man, said he, if your name is Willie Brennan, you must come along with me. Oh, it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor. Brave, young, undaunted stood young Brennan on the moor. Now Willie's wife had gone to town, provisions far to buy. When she saw Willie, she began to weep and cry. He asked her for a tenpenny as soon as Willie spoke, handed him a blunderbuss from underneath her coat. Oh, it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor. Brave, young, undaunted stood young Brennan on the moor. Now with that loaded blunderbuss, the story I'll unfold. He made the mayor to tremble, and he robbed him of his gold. 600 pounds was offered for his apprehension there, and Willie with horse and saddle to the mountains did repair. Hey, it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor. Brave, young, undaunted stood young Brennan on the moor. Now Willie, being an outlaw upon the mountainside, with infantry and cavalry to catch him they did try. But he scorned at them, he laughed at them, until it was last said, by a cruel-hearted woman he was sadly betrayed. Oh, it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor. Brave, young, undaunted stood young Brennan on the moor. They hung Willie at the crossroads, in chains he swung and dried. Still there are some who say they see him ride. They see him with his blunderbuss all in the midnight chill, all along the King's Highway rides Willie Brennan still. Oh, it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, brave, young, undaunted, stood young Brennan on the moor. Oh, it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, brave and undaunted, stood young Brennan on the moor. Yeah, I get a little vigorous, I guess, with Irish music, but I enjoy some of that stuff. This is a song that I picked up, I don't know how many years ago. It's from Africa. South Africa. English-speaking South Africa. And I'll mention something. I don't know if you've, there's a movie, I think it's called, it begins with an H, but it's the only movie that John Wayne played in about Africa. He plays a big game hunter. And it's one of the two movies you'll see John Wayne trying to sing in. And he sings this song at a point when he and Red Buttons are coming back from a bar in South Africa. And the only other movie John Wayne sings in is The Quiet Man, and again, he plays, when he's singing, he's playing as if he's someone intoxicated. This is one of those songs that you end the evening with a party. In fact, I'll leave you with this one, I think. Hope you enjoy it. It's a wonderful old song. Brandy, leave me alone. Brandy, leave me alone. Brandy, leave me alone. Remember, I must go home. Brandy, you broke my heart. Brandy, you broke my heart. Brandy, you broke my heart. Remember, I must go home. Brandy, leave me alone. Brandy, leave me alone. Brandy, leave me alone. Remember, I must go home. Brandy don't know my mind. Brandy don't know my mind. Brandy don't know my mind. I'm tired, but I had a great time. Brandy, leave me alone. Brandy, leave me alone. Brandy, leave me alone. Remember, I must go home. Brandy, you broke my heart. Brandy, you broke my heart. Brandy, you broke my heart. Remember, I must go home. Brandy, leave me alone. Brandy, leave me alone. Brandy, leave me alone. Remember, I must go home. Brandy, leave me